karma. Hasn't Meg run out of money over tottering million deal and security payouts up to £100,000? Meghan Markle and Prince Harry risk running out of currency after their Spotify and Netflix deals, royal expert Katie Nicholl claimed in a throwback interview, before the Sussexes waded into an anti-vax row with the streaming platform. With that, according to security expert Richard H., the Duke and Duchess of Sussex could potentially have to pay a hefty fee out of their own pockets for top-tier security while in the UK. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle could have to fork out around £100,000 a year for police protection, an expert has claimed. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex piled the pressure on Spotify last week for hosting disinformation on the platform via Joe Rogan's podcast. They released a statement on Sunday confirming that they had expressed concerns with Spotify bosses. Joe Rogan has faced criticism over his views on the coronavirus vaccine, as many have argued he uses his extremely popular podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, to spread misinformation. Musicians Neil Young and Joni Mitchell asked to have their music removed from Spotify in response to Mr. Rogan's podcast. Daniel Ek, Spotify's founder, has since promised that the streaming platform plans to introduce advisory warnings to any podcast that discusses COVID-19. Likewise, Mr. Rogan has apologized to the company and promised he would try harder to get people with differing opinions on his show, which averages around 11 million listeners per episode. Harry and Meghan struck a deal with Spotify in 2020 worth a reported £18 million. They have released just one podcast to date, released in December 2020. They also signed a multi-million-pound deal with Netflix in September 2020, with just 2 shows announced to date, and none yet released. Royal expert Katie Nicholl questioned where the Sussexes might go next after these deals in an appearance on True Royalty TV's The Royal Beat last summer. She said, "I think the biggest threat to Harry and Meghan, once these book deals are done and the podcasts are done and Spotify, then what is their currency?" A similar sentiment was expressed by royal expert Russell Myers. Speaking on Pod Save the Queen at the beginning of last year, he suggested Spotify are likely to want something a bit meatier in future episodes. He said, "I don't think they'll just give out tens of millions of pounds to Harry and Meghan to just churn out podcasts like they did on the pilot episode." He added, "As nice as it was, I don't think it's breaking any new ground." Richard H., the director of operations for Mobius International Security told, "It's very difficult to put a figure exactly on it. The cost for a personal protection officer from the Metropolitan Police has been estimated to be around £100,000 a year. What may appear as a wish on paper is far more in reality, and the costs can certainly be quite huge." Earlier this month the Duke issued a statement regarding his fight to secure protection for his family when in the UK. Alongside his wife Meghan, they fund their own security team in California, but that security cannot replicate the necessary police protection needed whilst in the UK. The statement added that, in absence of such protection, Prince Harry and his family are unable to return home. According to H., the Sussexes are in a very difficult and unprecedented situation that will likely require the deliberation of a royal committee. He explained, "This committee decides on who receives protection by the police, and if they do receive it, what capacity does appear. Their responsibility is to make a determination on security provision to members of Parliament, such as the Prime Minister, the Foreign Office Minister, the Home Secretary and so on, in addition to members of the royal family." H also noted that not all members of the royal family receive protection, apart from the senior royals, with the Sussexes' decision to step back from senior responsibilities further complicating the matter. The security expert added, "At the end of the day, the members of royal family provide a service to the people. They have loyal duties to undertake, and by virtue of that, the UK taxpayer then funds the protection for that service.